Ndewo Kekime. Ahambo Ijoma Akubwe. I am happy to welcome you. So, Nakuzi Igbo. So, Oburu na Habu, your first time, welcome. No, I bring you Igbo lessons. And if you've been here, Dalo. So, today I'll be teaching on Igbo verbs. So, this is something I taught in the workshop that just ended recently. And it's quite a big topic. So, I've decided to just do it again. And it's something relevant, okay? So, anyị ga-eme verbs, ngwa, present tense, past tense, future tense. And what you learn, you can actually start using it, okay, to make sentences yourself. So, can you be do? Okay. So, we're discussing verbs. Before we go into verbs, there's something called the vowel harmony. It's quite important because it helps us in conjugating verbs. So we have these 8 vowels in Igbo alphabet, and they are grouped into 2 based on how they sound. The group on the left, the sound is kind of heavy, while the ones on the right, they sound lighter. Okay, so in other words, the ones on the right have a higher sound, while the ones on the left have a lower sound. And if you see the alphabets on top, the A and the A, I've highlighted them because they are kind of, each group has a leader. So those are the leaders for their group. On the left, A is the leader. On the right, A is the leader. I'm going to just pronounce them side by side, okay? A, I, O, U, O, okay? So you find out why they're important soon enough. We're going to use this example, iga. Iga means to go. So I have written this verb in its infinitive form. So that's how it appears before you conjugate it. The main root of this verb is ga. Okay, so this is infinitive. The main root is ga. And let us start conjugating. Okay. So usually the first thing you do is you get rid of the E and then you have ga. That is the main root, like I said. And because we're doing present tense, we need to replace the E that we've taken out. And what determines what we will replace it with is which group of vowels does the vowel already in the root belong to. So this vowel is the A. And if we go back a slide, we find it is in the group on the right, okay? Because it belongs to this group, we need to replace the E that we took out with the leader of this group. The leader here is R as well. So now we go back. We need to replace what we took out. Now we have aga. The only thing now left to do to make it present tense is to add na with a hyphen, and then aga, naga, and that is going, okay? So I am going will now be naga, naga, I am going, and you can just say where you're going. I'm going home. Nagolo, I'm going to the house. Naga olo, okay? So this is actually complete as a present tense conjugation, okay? I'll quickly do the future because the future is similar. So we started fresh. I've written on the right, this is those group of vowels, just to, so we have them here. So have it on this page so I don't have to go back and forth. Okay, so there's a group, and the ones in the capital are the leaders, which we need for our conjugation. We have A, E, O, O. Okay. No, right. So again, you get the verb initially like this, and now we want to do future tense. We need to take out the E, okay, and take just the main root, which is ga, and we need to replace it. Future and present, they behave similarly. So this is a simple future tense. We replace it with something, a vowel. And how do we determine the vowel? Is either going to be one of these. So the leaders are R and A. It's either going to be one of these to replace the A that we took out. To decide which one, we need to take the leader from whichever group this vowel belongs to. So this vowel belongs to this group, and the leader is R. So that means we have aga. And to make it future completely, we just add ga in a hyphen. So that is, we add that whenever we're conjugating in the future. So ga is will go, future. Okay, I will go. So ga olo, that's I will go home. I'll go to the house. Ga olo. Of course, you can change who's going. It can be Ngozi ga olo. So Ngozi will go home. Okay, so just complete your sentence the way you want. Now that we have done future, let us do past tense. I'll stop here because these steps are the same. We need to take out the E, take the main root, which is ga, but past tense is slightly different in that we don't need to replace the E that we took out. Rather, we need to add something to the other side. And the first thing we add is the letter R. Okay, so we add that. It's like a rule. We add it to past tense. So let's color that separately just to purple will do. Gar, okay? And we need one more vowel to complete it. And for past tense, at this point, ignore this vowel harmony on the right. For past tense, you just take the R that is there already and just drop it. So this R, we just got it from the roots. Okay, we didn't have to go to the vowel harmony to get it. Whatever vowel is in the root, that's what we're using. Okay, so we have gara. That is it. That's went. Okay, so ngara olo. I went home. I went to the house. Ngozi gara olo. Ngozi went home. Or Ngozi went to the house. Okay, let's leave it at purple. Purple is fine. Ngara olo. Okay. So this is a quick thing here we've done. Let us use another verb to illustrate what we're doing. I'm going to use, actually, we have a verb that has the same meaning. EJ is also to go. EJ, so that's a J. Maybe I should write this in capital. EJ, yeah. So EJ is also to go. And we're going to start from present tense. Present. And feel free to make your sentences in the comments, okay? You can make as many sentences as you like from this conjugation. So EJ is to go. To conjugate it in the present, we get rid of the E. We have J to start with. Oh, I'm going to do that. So that's J, you know that. And what did we do last time? For present tense, we need to replace the E that we took out with a vowel. And what determines what we do is we take this we go to the grouping. Where does it belong to? It belongs to this group. And who's the boss of this group is A. So that's a J. Okay, and now to complete the present tense, we just add na and a hyphen, neje, and that means going because it's the same verb meaning. So neje olo, I am going home. Goes neje olo. Oneje, she's going or he's going. Okay. So that's it. Present tense. You can always go back or play this as a slower speed, okay, to understand it better. Just the more you do it, the more you'll understand it. Let's do future. And I'm going to stop here because it doesn't change from that step. Future. Okay. So again, we take the main root of the verb. Now we need to replace the E that's gone. And based on what we've done, we know it's AJ. Okay. And then to make it future, ga and a hyphen. AJ. Ngeje ulo. I will go home. I'll go to the house. Ngeje ulo. Okay. Ogeje, she will go or he will go. Okay, let's put somewhere else. Okay, Jahia, he will go to the market or to the shops. Okay, so this is future. Let us do past tense. Again, I'll leave it there. That step does not change. That's the main root of the verb. Past tense. We have J. Remember, in past tense, it's slightly different. We don't need to replace the E. We need to add something on the other side. And what we add, like we said, is R. Okay, the letter R. So I'm adding that here. And the next thing to add is just whichever vowel was already in that root, which was A anyway. We just repeat that vowel. So Jere means went. Jere Olo, I went home. Okay. Ojere Olo, he went home or she went home. Ojere Olo. So this is past tense. I want to do one more example. And like I said, feel free to put your examples in the comments. So make sentences along with me. So let's change the verb completely. But again, I like starting from the present tense. Let's use iri. Iri is a common verb to eat. Okay. So similarly, the main verb, the root, verb root, as re. E is the thing, just making it to eat, infinitive. So the actual eat is the re. So what do? We bring that re down. Now to conjugate in the present tense, we need to replace the E that we took out. And what do we replace it with? We look at this vowel as E. We'll go to the grouping. Where does it belong to? It is in this group. Who is the boss of this group? It is A. So it's A that's going to replace that. So we have Eri, Eri. And because it's present tense, we need a na and a hyphen. Then we have Eri, Neri. That is eating. Okay. So Neri. But this is slightly different. So in English, you would say I am eating and you can stop there. You don't just say Neri. I'm eating. You actually have to put the food so we know what you're eating, that you're not eating something that's not edible. Neri. So I'm eating food. But it's kind of the same sentence. It's the same as I am eating. You have to put the unri. If you're eating a particular food, then you can take out the unri. Let's say I'm eating rice, then I can just say Neri osikapa. Okay, so nri, I am eating. Neri osikapa, I am eating rice. Okay, so this is present tense for uri. Let's do future. I'll stop there. That will not change. Future tense. So this is making sense. So re is a root. To make future is similar to present tense. So we need to replace the E. And what do we replace it with? E. We look at the vowel that is already there. Go to the grouping. Which group does it belong to? So there's really two groups. It belongs to this group. And who's the boss? A. So A is the replacement for the E we took out, the red thing we took out. Okay. Future, we need a G and a hyphen, and then eri, geri. So we'll eat. Ngeri. Nuri. So that's I will eat food. Okay. Ngeri, I will eat food. In a small letter. One as well. Ngeri, I will eat food. Ngeri. Osikapa, I'll eat rice. Okay. Future. Okay. So let's do past tense. Past tense is different from the future and the present in that we don't need to replace the E that we took out. Rather, we need to add something on the other side of it. And it's re, like I said, you just add re to make it past tense. And then there's just one more thing to add, a vowel. And this particular vowel just comes from the root. You just go to the root there. Which vowel is there? Just grab the same root. That's it. Re. And that's your 8. Okay? So that's 8. Mriri. Miri, I ate. Okay? Even though literally it translates I ate food, but that's the same as I ate. And if you want to know what I ate rice. Mriri osikapa. Mriri osikapa. Okay, so like I said, if this is the first time you're seeing those rules, go over it again. I've given at least 3 examples with different verbs that belong in different groups. And so once you know the infinitive of the verbs, so if you know like other verbs like to go, to come, you can just start conjugating them and making your own sentences. So Dalurine for being here. Before I go, I want to introduce you to the bootcamp. If you've been here, you would have heard about the bootcamp. I want to remind you about it because registration is open. And if you're new and you're hearing it for the first time, awesome. Just know that you can do this, okay? You can speak Igbo. And I'm not introducing the Igbo Speakers Bootcamp. So this is a group coaching where I coach people in a group, in a small group, people that are committed. We meet on Zoom and they get opportunities to speak. They learn and speak at the same time. The registration is open, like I've just said. 5 in a group at the moment. Sometimes the grouping changes, but at the moment it's 5 people in a group via Zoom, and you get 12 weeks of coaching. Okay, so we start soon, and when we start, you get 12 weeks of coaching. Every week we meet twice a week. Each time we meet for 1 hour. Tuesdays and Thursdays at the moment. Okay, at the moment we meet in Tuesdays and Thursdays, and at these times that you can see on the screen. For this particular group, it might be changing in the future, but for this this bootcamp that's starting now, those are the times. And each group of groups according to people's Igbo level speaking. 9 p.m. group is upper beginner, 10 p.m. New beginners or lower beginner. So what happens in those calls, I teach like I've just done, and then we get speaking. I would normally put a conversation script and we all role play and speak. You have like pre-recorded lessons to go through on your own. Things, it looks like this, the curriculum that you would do on your own. If you have any questions from it, you bring it to class. Some of this we'll repeat in class anyway. Okay, you have homework to do, audio, written, just to get you speaking. You have printable materials. Of course, you have accountability because it's a group. So there'll be people to motivate you to continue. And again, reminder, we're meeting for 12 weeks, okay? Corona is one of my students. I've done some videos with her on YouTube, and she really loves it. And she's still actually, we're still working together. Paula is also one of my past students. And you can find more about Paula. She has her own website, paulamelissa.com. So you can go check her out on her blog there. Right. So for more info on this bootcamp, you visit www.iwostudy.com/group-coaching. www.iwostudy.com/group-coaching. Okay. So to find more information about the bootcamp, and it will give you information about registration. So registration is open. Usually registration is open for about a week. So it's closing soon. If you're thinking about it, I would say go visit the site and schedule your call, because at the moment enrollment is via calls. You schedule a call, we get talking, and you can ask questions before you actually join and make up your mind if it's something that you want. If you don't want it, that's fine. It's a free call. And if you want to go ahead, then I would give you the next step. But the first step is to schedule a free call with me, and we'll talk more about the bootcamp. So yeah, visit this www.iwostudy.com/group-coaching. get more info about the bootcamp and how to schedule your call. One code o Dalorine for attending this live session. Cody. Okay. Cody. Philemon ALR Neriji Dalo Biko Koya Wire. Oh, sorry. Peep the slang in Dewo. Yeah. Okay. Ngwan aga o Cody Dalorinne.